Greetings from the Lowcountry Food Bank's Agency Relations team. We're excited to introduce Link2Feed, a new online software used to manage your USDA distributions. This orientation is intended for partner agencies currently enrolled in the USDA program and for partner agencies interested in joining this federal program. So let's get started. Link2Feed is an internet-based client intake software that does not require downloading. Link2Feed will replace the paper USDA applications and commodity logs. You can access Link2Feed through the internet on a smartphone, tablet, or computer, making your USDA distributions paperless. Link2Feed will keep clients' information secure as they use the same level of security as online banking platforms. This software allows agencies to create online client profiles to see if clients qualify for USDA food. Agencies will use these online client profiles to record when food is distributed. The client intake process will be shortened and safer as your agency will record digital signatures, and over time, this will phase out paper applications. Use of Link2Feed is a mandatory change implemented by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture for agencies serving USDA food. Please remember, Link2Feed is only replacing the USDA paper applications and commodity logs. Your agency will continue to follow all USDA guidelines issued by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture, and this includes providing non-USDA food options for clients who do not qualify or for clients who choose to opt out of having their information entered online. You will continue to serve clients who live within the county your agency is located, and you'll continue checking identification during the client intake process. You will also continue to uphold the tenets of the Justice for All poster. Please reference your agency's membership renewal, USDA training resources, and contact the Agency Relations team if you have any questions about the current USDA guidelines. Agencies must actively use Link2Feed in year 2022 to maintain access to USDA food. There's not much time left, and we encourage you begin learning the software by scheduling a training with the Agency Relations team. So, how does Link2Feed work? Link2Feed can be incorporated into your distribution in multiple ways. Be flexible and work with the Agency Relations team to determine what is best for your agency during this transition. Link2Feed works best when your agency directly asks clients at your distribution detailed information about their household. The information collected through Link2Feed is the new USDA application for clients. Here are some examples of how Link2Feed will alert your agency if something is missing on a client's profile. There will also be prompts when it is time for a client to recertify or if a client needs a profile review. This is a display of a household summary and where your team will record visits for each client. Link2Feed will display different ways clients may qualify for USDA food. Link2Feed will provide more insight than the paper applications by collecting and visualizing information about the communities your agency serves. Here's an image of Link2Feed's dashboard, where you can easily monitor client traffic at a glance. Link2Feed will produce interactive reports and graphics for your agency to better understand the communities you are serving. Here's the heat map report. It displays where your clients are traveling from to receive food assistance from your pantry. This report will establish your agency's reach within different neighborhoods and communities. Here's another example of a report from Link2Feed, the Interactive Household Report. This allows your agency to use filters to analyze client demographic data. Your agency can use this data and the charts to apply for grants and other resources to increase your impact on the community. Here is an example of the pantry report. It displays total counts of clients served by their age groups for your agency to complete the meal reports separately on the Lowcountry Food Bank's website. Agencies will continue to submit their monthly meal report while using Link2Feed. Your agency can learn even more with Link2Feed by recording self-identifying details about clients. This includes more insight about clients' dietary needs for agencies to expand their services. Your agency can record if clients need a diabetic diet, heart-healthy food, a soft dental diet, gluten-free food, and your agency can record if a client does not have access to cooking equipment or a kitchen. Let's go over details on how to get started. First, establish access to a computer or tablet on-site at your pantry. Your agency can use personal or donated computers. Your agency can also invest in purchasing devices that fits your agency's budget. Tablets are recommended if your team works faster with touchscreen devices, and you will also need to establish internet connections where you serve your clients. The next step is to appoint 2 members of your agency to be Link2Feed agency managers. These individuals should be familiar with using the internet and will be the point contacts for the food bank to coordinate Link2Feed training, Link2Feed usage, and Link2Feed assistance. Once you establish your Link2Feed agency managers, please schedule an in-person or an online training on how to use Link2Feed at your distributions. The agency relations team will demonstrate how to collect client information within Link2Feed. Your agency will also have time to practice on how to use the software. All individuals who directly interact with clients during your distribution should attend Link2Feed training. These individuals include those who pack and move the food, individuals directing traffic, and individuals who have an administrative role for your pantry should also attend this training. The agency relations team will advise your agency on how to acquire the necessary resources and assistance to use Link2Feed. Let's review over how to prepare and take the next steps. First, appoint 2 Link2Feed agency managers. Next, gain access to a computer or tablet. Remember, it's acceptable to borrow or use a personal device at your distribution. Also gain access to the internet at your pantry. Remember that this is an internet-based software. Your agency will not be able to use Link2Feed without the internet. And schedule training. And finally, keep clients updated on the transition to Link2Feed, as this will be a transition for them as well. We are working together to ensure your agency maintains their USDA allotment. It is your agency's responsibility to follow through with training and using Link2Feed at your distributions by the 2022 deadline set by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. Send an email to link2feedsupport@lcfbank.org with the following information to begin the training process. A member of the agency relations team will contact your agency with dates and times to schedule Link2Feed training. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to working with your team.